I'm Chantel Johnson from the 2015 ICE Resin Design Team, and today I want to share with you a technique of blending ICED Enamels, ice resin, and wooden tags to create a wonderful hostess gift or party ensembles for a summertime picnic or barbecue. Let's take a look. As you can see, we have glass markers or picture markers denoting what's inside. We have a beautiful way of presenting napkins or a hostess gift with a beautiful tag that they'll want to keep, and a recipe or a menu card holder. Let's get started on this. I've actually chosen to use the napkin as my background. And for those of you that haven't used napkins before in decoupage, it's a wonderful different substance other than paper. But keep in mind that a napkin peels apart, and you want to peel this white layer back, and all you're left with is the napkin. As you can see, these are little wooden tags that I've purchased at a craft store, and they're really everywhere, and they're in all shapes and sizes, but we're going to focus on this mason jar type tag and then this little just wooden tag. The little wooden tag is actually the glass marker, the holder. Wonderful to do that on a smaller scale. For the jar that serves as our recipe card or menu card holder, we're going to use an adhesive, whether your choice, something very thin, not very thick, and you're just going to position your napkin over. Make sure that it's not upside down like that. You're going to want to come and you're going to want to put adhesive and put the napkin. And let me show you what that'll look like once you've done that. It'll look like this. Now the back had this embellishment on there, and I didn't want that, and I will cover that with paper after I finish with the ICED Enamels and ICE Resin. And so now that I have this and it's dry to the touch, we're going to go ahead and apply the ICED Enamels. And it's very simple. ICED Enamel works great on metal, and so often we use it for jewelry, but it also works wonderful on wood, and it does give a very enameled look. And so what we do is we take our ICED Enamel medium with a disposable brush, and we're going to brush the areas that we want. And as you can see, what I want to do is I want to do the top of the jar. You could do this in silver to really mirror a mason jar lid. I chose to do ivory just to offset some of the color in the napkin. And then I can come down here and put it in the corners and really just kind of touch wherever I'd like. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use our relic powder, and this is the ivory, and I'm going to do this over paper so that I can pour it back in, and I'm going to use a little spoon. I can pour, but I think it's easier to be a little bit more controlled. So wherever I've put the ICED Enamels medium is where I'm going to put the powder. And I'm going to put a little bit down here, and I think I put a little bit over here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to shake off the excess onto the paper, and you can see that it looks a little powdery there. And what we're going to do is with our heat gun, we're going to heat this until it melts and becomes the look of enamel. Now that we've gone ahead with our heat gun and heated the relic powder, it has the look of enameling. It's beautiful, it's raised, but it needs to be sealed. And what's so wonderful about the ice resin, not only does it seal it, but it gives it a very finished, this almost reminds me of surfboards, how smooth they are and how shiny they are. And if the camera can get it, this is actually 2 coats of ice resin, and it really will make this very durable and it won't fade. But it also brings the color out in the napkin, in the paper. I love that. Let me show you the picture marker for the lemonade. This was part of the napkin, the ICED Enamels here, and do you just see the beauty of the resin? We also added a little resin charm here from some fruit paper, and we did a dangle on that. And then again, the charm. If you can see the resin, how it's beautiful, it's thick, it's better than just a glaze or a gloss. And this is how I actually apply it on this. You can use a brush, but I almost like to use it like I'm frosting a cake. I'm going to pour, after I've mixed my ice resin, part A, part B, mixed it for 2 minutes, and I let it sit for 5, and then I've got a working time of about 25 minutes or so. And I'm just going to put a little bit in the middle to kind of give you an idea. Now, if we continue to pour, it's going to run over the sides, and so you're going to do this over a craft mat or a plastic bag, and you're going to begin to spread. And I like this way. I don't know if many have done it this way. But it's almost like frosting a cake. And then you can pour some more. make sure you get it to the ends, and that's almost how you stop it. And you just keep going, and then when you get to the iced enamel, it's actually beautiful. It makes it incredibly shiny, and it gives it a beautiful resin finish. And then these are lasting longer than if you had just put a sealer or a varnish, and it does make them look almost, like I said, like a surfboard. And I just love this look. Once the ice resin has dried on your tag embellishments, feel free to add ribbon and charms to your finished project. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to check out my blog at chanteljohnson.blogspot.com and iceresin.com for more mixed media projects. Have a great day.